Hello and welcome to more Factorio. My name's Trismegistus. Even I can't say it. And this is my continuing series where I attempt to build a megabase in my own style. So doing the best I can to avoid or not to use other people's blueprints or things like that. So I'll load the game up. I have done a bit since the last stream. So actually, if you're watching this on the VOD, over on YouTube in particular, I will have titled my last stream my worst stream ever, because it was. I shouldn't have streamed because I was suffering the side effects of my second COVID vaccine, and it left me extremely tired. And I was barely functional, to be honest with you. So I shouldn't have been streaming really. I didn't manage to make 2.5 hours. I was also my worst from the point of view of nobody watched it, but I'm not as fussed about that. Kind of don't expect anyone to watch any of these, but it's always lovely when they do. So, in order to make up for that and to come up with a bit of a plan of how I was going to get back on track, I have. Let's take the station names off because that makes it a bit clearer. What I did basically during the week is I did a bit of exploration. So I went up here with my gang of Spidertrons, and had a search round up here. Well, I actually went over here first. Not massively productive. There's a couple of dark spots there as I have been clearing out biters, and there's a couple. These caused me a bit of trouble, and I ended up having to nuke them. But it wasn't anything massively sort of useful in this direction. It wasn't looking too good. So then I went up here, and there's actually like a nice conglomeration of two, 20 plus million iron ores and a few iron ores there and iron ores there. So this isn't actually a bad. We could sort of stick in an outpost up here maybe, and do multiple grabs of iron. Because we're going to need several iron ore outposts. Quite a few, in fact. We're also going to need, coal and stone and stuff, but in much lower volumes. The other big one is probably going to be oil. I haven't fully actually decided how much oil I'm versus, coal liquefaction I'm going to do, because I think this works rather well. Where is it over here? This whole coal liquefaction thing. It's quite compact, that. Anyway, then I went up here, basically. The first thing I did, just note, is I used. This is like. Let's have a look. So it's artillery exploration. So what you can basically do is fire artillery shells out to the range of, like, your maximum range, and obviously it reveals the thing underneath, what's going on. It's quite wasteful in a way, but it's good to get an idea of where you're going. And we are going to be doing a few more ranges. But yeah, then I went out here and discovered this lovely little area which has a bunch of copper on it. So I think our next outpost will be this copper one. But I also identified the things I want to do, basically. So I went through and I got a sort of to-do list, because I don't have the to-do list mod, which is quite a useful mod, because obviously this is completely vanilla. So basically, I should probably stop doing these big explanations, because I don't know. I think I wonder if people don't find it interesting particularly. But basically, so that's what I've done. So it took a long time, because it always does. And I have like cleared biters. I don't know if you can see there's chunks, as it were, that there are no biters in these bits, and that takes quite a while and isn't particularly interesting, because all I'm doing basically is there's a gang of Spidertrons, and I'm just clicking on the map to take them to a place, and clearing out the biters, and then retreating a bit, repairing, and then going back in, and It eats through rockets like you wouldn't believe, but so what, sort of thing. Yes, so the first thing we want to do is to rework the defences, and I've got a slightly different plan of how I want to do the defences now. Basically, we're going to make use of these, basically. So we'll use the walls trains to ferry material out to, like ammo and that sort of thing, to the outpost. We'll also then, grab some oil at those outposts. Now, whether I hook up an oil defense, I don't know, but I want to put, a set of defenses down, and we'll have the same like I have on the walls, system where it calls the train if it runs out of stuff. Speaking of which, I need to grab some. Logic things. Have I got them? No. So we need decider combinators, don't we? So let's grab some of them. That's not switched on, so let's turn that on. Did I end up? Because I have worked out how I want to do, like, train loading, basically, to turn the stations on. But I haven't actually implemented that, so we could do that as well, actually. But yeah, basically, so we want, this whole similar sort of system that we've done with the normal walls, and I say we'll set up oil. Whether I connect it or not, I don't know. I mean, I probably should, but what the advantages and disadvantages, not sure. But we need to bolster up the defences, because what I did, and I think I did this before the last stream, but I sort of turned on the you see they've started colonising. I turned on the artillery temporarily, and the amount of stuff and it spammed out a load of shells, and basically angered a load of the natives, and then they came and basically trashed the walls. So, I kind of need to rethink this a bit, but big it up. We'll have more gun turrets, and we'll probably put some what should we call it, flamer turrets in, and we'll have 3 rows of lasers. We'll have 2, maybe even 3 rows of walls. We'll really beef it up so that they're sort of self-contained. But then what we'll do is we'll have the artillery trains, and this is where I need to make another decision, and probably won't actually do it this time. I'll probably just set them on a timer. We'll have the artillery trains coming and turning up every so often, so rather than the fixed emplacement, the artillery trains will just turn up, every so often. And I say I really need to do a timer, I think, rather than a thing. But they're different length trains, basically. So this is how we're going to kind of do it, in that we'll have 2 stops. But these are different length trains. So that's, 4, 4. And this is, well, a rather weird 2, 3, 3. So basically, as you can see, they're longer trains. So I can have one pull up at a different station to the other. But yeah, so that's what we need to do first. Then we will actually connect this up and fix, change the things there. And I suspect that'll be the episode. I've actually gone live a bit earlier because it's E3 weekend, and I want to watch some of the press conferences, basically. I'll be going live early tomorrow as well, and like even earlier than this. I'm probably only doing a 3-hour stream. And say I enjoy the press conferences and stuff. I know it's all marketing and all that sort of stuff, but I enjoy the hoopla of it. So I might as well watch that. So yeah, then there's a whole load of other stuff for us to do. So basically, where's number 3? Oh, 3 was then, let's go and get copper as well, and then we're set up to build our first red science build. And then what I need to do is fix this, because I put these in last time, but basically there's a little marker here, and here. You get, basically, this is too many, because what I normally do is I normally feed in extra resources. Yeah, so I basically put an extra output on the other side, and take more resources down, and effectively have 2 lot, doubling up the production. But because of what I've done with the belts and this doubling up here, that's going to be too much of a pain. So what we'll do instead is we'll take out, we don't need all of these smelters. It's too many smelters to handle the iron coming in. You only need this many smelters to process the the amount of iron ore that's coming in. And you get more than a single lane, so we need to do a hive off and all that sort of stuff. So this will tell me how many I need, and I worked it all out basically. And then we'll actually move several of them up, like a fifth of them up basically, because you get a fifth of a line extra. We'll then, and this is the next bit, so we'll pull up the red and the green science as part of that. We need to put in more structs, because more structural, lightweight structures, because that's our bottleneck basically for science. You see, it's not quite enough on there. I already doubled up the CPU units. Once that's done, we then want to put in. We can put in the extra. We then put in more green, put in the blue build. Then we build this thing here, which is our module production. We've got enough to do red and green science builds. Next up, then, I say this is big plan. It's number 8. So yeah, put that in. I then want to do some nuclear islands. I've worked out a blueprint for a landfill that should be perfect size to put our nuclear on. I then need to figure out how I'm going to link things up, because I don't want these two networks to cross, and I don't want to link this network to this network. So I need to be a little careful there. What next? Then the last bit is to put the science build in, and once that's built, then we're in a position to actually start doing the science builds, so red science, green science, etc., etc. So it's a big plan. We're about to finish mining productivity 15. So it's a big plan. But that's I say that's going to be the next, if not today and tomorrow, then probably next week as well, because it is quite a big plan. And as I say, then we're into the, we're then done all of the sort of prep, really, for basically, being ready to actually do the Megabase, as it were. So we'll be able to leave the modules, chunking away. I haven't actually, because I haven't finished the designs. I still don't know how many I need, but so I know we've got enough for the red and green builds. Right then, so what I want to do here, basically, is find my outposty one. So this is the first one. I've already... Now, did I do this on stream? I'm not sure if I did or not, but I already buffed this up. What we actually want to do is bring over the appropriate Spidertrons. Can they come over here direct? We'll have to see. In fact, actually, let's bring them all over. I don't really need 5 because it's my personal one. No, so they can't actually. They're going to get stuck, aren't they? So if we take them up here. In fact, let's just bring them over because it's a bit easier. Oops. So that's that one done. So that was all I did. Basically, I've taken them all up to the point where they need. It's 32,000. Apart from that one's now 82. So that's 32. That's 32. Obviously we haven't done any of them. So I say I do want to buff these up to at least 15, and we are going to do a few more ranges at least. But I thought what we might do is leave it doing another one of these. It's the mining prod and the bots that we need, because I am expecting at some point we'll have to go bot-based mining, or use bot-based mining, because you get to a point where a single drill can fill an entire belt, and like in fact a belt can't actually take it out of the drill quick enough, so you have to use chests. And you can do some things with inserters, but it's basically easy to do bots. But I don't know if I'm going to take it that far or not. So I think we may have to. Otherwise, we'll end up with so many outposts, it'll be ridiculous, basically. Right, so I say what I think we might do is we'll set it chunky on these two. And they should take quite a while. But we do want more military buffs. This one we probably will have to do, because it's the only one, it seems, that uses every single science. Because I always thought that these use prod modules as well. Or certainly the artillery ones use prod modules, prod science, production science, the purple one as well, but they don't. And these, of course, don't use military because they're not military related. So this one appears to be the only one that uses every single beaker. So we're going to have to do that one. When I want to sort of prove that it's a Megabase, we're going to have to do them. But I don't want to do them now. Yeah, so let's just leave them two going. And then let's bring everybody over. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 5 as well. Just leave him down there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So that's everybody coming over. So we'll start building. I don't know if the military ones have got their... I don't think they've got, whatchamacallit in. Let's have a look. No, because I was doing that stuff. So they haven't got roboports in, so I need to stick them in. Oh, I need to turn the sound up. Sorry. So when I was fiddling about with, doing all that clearance, I turned the sound down, basically. Kept it on, because you need it on to be able to hear. There we go, that's a bit better. You need to be able to hear the, warnings and stuff like that. So, are you too far away? You're probably too far away, are you? Where's 6? There we go. 5, no. What am I missing? Oh, it's just getting them. So yeah, I want a double. Have we not got enough? Maybe it's because are they in there? Oh, there we go. Let's just leave him doing that. And then we need to jump in you and finish off the rail in the meantime. I'm going to connect up this to the power as well. Like that. So it didn't flash at me all the time. Right, I also want to... Is that right? Because the outpost design is kind of predicated on there being one straight rail. So I think so. The actual T junction coming off of the is there basically. I don't need to put that one in, but there's one straight rail. Okay. So what we want to do first is buff up the amount of wall basically. So on this, part of it. Not really enough of this. And yeah. Okay, like that. And then even more on that. Like that. Like that. And then fill this in. Like that. Does that need... I think it needs a bit more, doesn't it? I said on previous streams, I get a bit paranoid about the corners. But I already doubled up the... or tripled up, actually, the actual... turrets. What else? Yes, we need another gate. Oops. Double up the gate. Now, oops. I need to check what this is called. Oop. Have I got many legs? Oh, I've got loads of Don't need all them legs on. Right. What have I called this? So I've called this artillery firing station. Is it big enough? This is the question, you see. I don't think it is. What do I need? I need them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 or is it 5? Let's have a look. Where is it? It's here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's 5. It might be big enough. We never know. Have I got... There. Okay. So it would then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it is big enough. Okay. Yeah, okay, that works. I'm just thinking maybe we should have an extra one there. Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of the... Oops. Get rid of the actual train. And then we want to... which one is it? It must be up here somewhere. Down here, rather. So that's the connector. So this is... Yeah, we can. So this is the one. So we want to revise this blueprint. And we want to grab everything from there. And we want train stop names. Happy with the symbols. Okay, so that's our, you know, starting blueprint. Save that. We then got the next one. Oops. The next one, if I can find it, is the one where we remove the walls and the turrets and stuff. So the artillery train has come and gone. You know, done its business, cleared everything out. Yep. And we remove all of that. Then we plop in this one over the top. And we're happy with this one. There was an error with the chests. We're sort of happy with this one. Except I think I need to change the name. This is wrong, basically. So the names don't work. And also this whole system doesn't work, really. So this one actually needs to be... I can't use the name, can I? What was it? Wasn't it RT Firing Station? Hopefully. So I want that to stay as the firing station, and basically there's going to be a different station for the walls train to pull up at, is the basic idea. So I can get rid of this, basically. Yeah, let's get rid of that for the time being. And what we need instead, you know, is another station. It would be nice to line it up so that it's sort of the same. No, you're not going to play ball at all. Oops. How do I get it to... Oh. So that's the first place that it'll give me the same, you know, loading points, as it were. Okay. Is that long enough for the other train? So, because I could have it pull past, you see, that's the other option. Whoop. Oh. In fact, I may have to do that. Now, this was weird train, wasn't it? So is it 3 of them? Oh, I should turn that off, actually. So it's 3 of them. And then, in fact, let's change that to that. And then is it oil next? And then a couple of them. Something like that? No, that doesn't look right. Let's have a look. I could just reuse the other blueprint, but in fact I will do that in a moment. But Where is it? Let's just do it. See if I can remember it. So it's... Oh no, it's 2, 1, 2, 2, 3. Sorry. 2, 1, 2, 3, basically. So that is wrong. So it should be 2 of them. And then what? Looking in the wrong place. 2 of them. 1 of them. Nope. 1 of them. 2 of them. And then 3 of them. Like that. So it does fit in if I put it there. Okay. Let's move all the spiders and stuff out of the way. There. Swap that over. So that gets them out of the way. So what I want to do, you see, is reuse my walls blueprint and then edit that. Now where is the walls blueprint? Where is the walls blueprint? No. Ah, here we go. Aha, here we go. So this is... There you go. So what I want to do, I'll put this down, you see. But then I want to edit all the stuff out because we don't want all of this rubbish. Don't need any of that rubbish. Obviously, that goes in quotes. Now, how do I pick up? Yeah, okay, that's all gone. Oops. Right, so we can get rid of this bit. Don't need that. All that. So we get rid of this first. That. Now, what's this actually called? Walls unload. So what we want is outpost unload. So we can go and edit the trains. So we've still got the firing station. We've now got a new version of walls unload. Walls unload. Do we want the logic conditions the same? I guess we do. I'll keep them because, you know, it's me. But we don't want artillery to be unloaded. We do want oil to be unloaded, I guess. Does that, if I... So what's actually being unloaded here? We've got pipes, repair packs, the 2 types of bots. Yeah, I'm going to need both bots, aren't I? We then got ammo. Mines is irrelevant because I'm definitely not going to mine. And then those 2. So there is actually it's not a flaw, but it's, you know, basically this train doesn't have whatchamacallits on it. You know, the power. What does it call them? These lads, substations, and they're obviously critical. And if they get blown up, it kind of knackers the whole thing. Suspect I'm going to need another roboport, aren't I? So if that was in, yeah, I'm going to need another one here. That's fine though, I'm not fussed about that. This isn't connected up power-wise to anything. Okay. So I need to do that. Like that. Let's turn it all off. Because we can, we use the same logic conditions, except we don't, because we don't actually have any artillery shells. So it's just really whether they've used up any ammo, isn't it? So this one I can just get rid of, basically. So this station will turn on basically if we run out of ammo, which is fine. That's all we really want, because they'll, I'll put more ammo in and they'll use it up basically. Is there anything wrong with that? This is what I'm trying to think at the moment now. Because I need to hook it up. It's not. There is no, nothing that will take the trains, where they need to go yet. Huh? Why are you not connected? You are, but you don't have power. You don't have power because that's missing. So if I go and put this power in. So they're charging up now? Yeah. So that's all connected now. Oh, what it doesn't have, of course. Huh. What it doesn't have is fuel. I can't open the carriages remotely, can I? Because what I can probably do, yeah, I can't open them, is stick fuel in there instead. Because we're not going to need to drop artillery off. It's sort of, not relevant. Yeah, okay. So we could put thing in there, and instead of, where was it on the blueprint? Whoops. So it's 2 in the middle, basically. So it was like 2 here. I will have to change that blueprint, though. That's unfortunate. Oh, I haven't got any of them. Has anyone got any of them? That could be a flaw. So, what have you got? So you're all military stuff. What are you? So we could add in. Yeah, we could add. So 2. No, 2 is a candidate. A good candidate. Oh no, you've got stack for it. Yeah, okay. So you're fine. So fine. You've got what we need basically. Okay, so we don't need to bother with that. And what we want to set these to is. So basically, I'm gonna edit what's in the train, so that it's not just carrying artillery shells, but is instead also carrying some nuclear fuel. And I get that outloaded, here. Oops. How many do you actually want? We might actually do 6, say. No, let's do 5 in each. And then we can make sure there's a row of in the carriage. But what that means is that my other this blueprint is wrong basically, because it's now these aren't filter inserters on the other blueprint, because they'll need to be, because we don't want those inserters to unload nuclear fuel where we actually want artillery basically. But I can fix that later, that's fine. Or can I fix it later? I'm probably going to fix it now, aren't I? Okay. Is this blueprint okay? Because what we've done is we've changed it so there's now 2 stations. One for the artillery, and I say that needs a logic system of some description, I think, in order to get the trains to go. But what I'll do, I'll just set them for now. I'll just set them to, you know, a very long wait time basically, and send them round. You know, just to test it basically. Yeah, okay, I like that. Right, so we then want to, and I've given that. Yeah, uranium range is fine. So we want to edit. Oh no, that's the wrong blueprint, isn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. So it's this one. And why have I got a mining thing on there? I want that really, don't I? Train stop names is what we want. Yeah, okay, so we will select new contents for that. We'll grab all of that. And we want train stop names again. Okay, save blueprint. Okay, the next one then is what? No? What's next? What comes next? Next is the miners, which is fine. We don't need to edit that. This one, I don't think I need to edit that, but we will just check. So we need to find... Oh. So that's that one. Does it have the right names on it? Raw pickup. Process pickup. Okay. So does this one... Oh, I downloaded the... these, basically, the blueprints. So for balancer. So this was one by a K Garrido on Factorio prints. It's a 10 to 10 balancer. The trains, the maximum, you know, we got two trains going on. One's 242 and one's 482. 484 rather. So basically, because of how they line up, we end up with 10 load points. So I have to divide it by 10 basically. And then I've got a thing there that connects. So we can just plop this here somewhere, and then this should line up with where the things are. Because this is the doobry there. Now I should just check. Oh, didn't want to fill that out. Is whether these have got the names on. Yeah, so that's fine. So we might as well just do a pretend thing basically. So this stuff, so this doesn't match, as it were, where those belts are, but I was kind of intended, you know, we'll fix that in the edit, as it were. But yeah, so basically what I can do, I'll try and do, is line that up there, and then I guess they're backwards really, but like that. So yeah, I either need to, you know, edit that a bit so it's coming in there, sort of thing, because they're wrong basically. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Oh no, it's there. Okay, there we go. So it's actually that basically. It should be, shouldn't it? Do I want to fix that on the blueprint? Because it's... It's that one, isn't it? No. That one. Where it's wrong, basically. I could just... I mean, we could just... If I just leave one in, basically, so I know where it is, where the edges need to be. So is it that one? So if we edit this so that it's, you know, because it was... Which ones was it? I've forgotten. Let's just do that so we know this is where we need to put undergrounds, but because I may not have 10 coming in, you see, so Right. So I guess we would be putting. So what I need to do, is use that one. Yeah. So that I can see how far down. Oh, I guess I've removed that, haven't I? So let's put that back in. Like that, and then we just need to use this one. I already fixed the misalignment basically. So the stuff was coming in the wrong direction. So basically, it was trying to output on the input. So if we say the maximum distance is going to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's theoretically as big as it's ever going to be. I think actually this should be much further that way. So I think I'm going to have to take out some trees now. Right, so the next blueprint we would be using is the more permanent defense, is this one, you see. But we need to rework this quite extensively. So, the first thing is this here. Am I out of juice? I'm out of juice, am I? Okay, so might as well stick that in as well. So say this will need reworking. So might as well just get rid of it if I can click on the right square. Yeah, so the wells will need reworking. So I'm happy with well, I'm not actually, but I'm happy with the distance for the roboports basically. So I'm happy with them being, this sort of position, but we need to sort all of this out basically. Actually, let's do that. I could turn them off actually. Oh no. Right, let's get rid of all of this. Get rid of that. That. Just like that. So yeah, I'm happy with, roboports being here essentially. But this, I don't want them further out. I don't want them further in. Happy with this position. But what I do want to sort of fix, edit, is that's the straight rail there. Okay. So let's grab that. Is that the straight rail? Yeah. So we don't need logistics coverage unless we've got, a gun turret basically. We obviously do need repair pack coverage, construction bot coverage. Right, so get rid of all of this. It's going to be the same basic idea, but it needs to be a lot beefier. And we probably need to add in flame turrets, I think. Let's get them to... In fact, let's bring a... Oh, I don't know which one it is. No, it's not you. It's got to be 8, is it? Let's fill this blueprint in properly. Not too fussed about that bit, but... Okay. Let's take it there. I'm pretty sure it's you that's got... No? Oh yeah, you're the one with... You're the one with the... railway? And then let's take it all up there. Fill all that in. And then take you around full circle. Okay. So everyone stand in the middle, please. So this doesn't have a power row, basically. So what I have to do, and it was the reason I messed up when I put them down in the first place was actually because I put the blueprint in upside down. So this first one here, where is it? Doesn't have, you know, substations basically. So that then allows me to have this blueprint, which does have substations, and make sure I've got it the wrong way around, right way around. Because if I do that, you see how it doesn't fit, it doesn't overlap properly. So I have to do that, and then there's this substation on the right here, which clues me in as to how the orientation I want to put them. So that's, you know, how I fixed that problem, as it were. So I could just plop that in actually, like that. Yeah, so I mean, we don't need them there, but it also means it, you know, I can take them out basically. It's not a problem as such. Right. So yes, reworking the thing. So if we, oh, you've not got power, have you? Okay. Because is this Roboport part of this network, or is it not network? Is it part of this blueprint? Oh no, it isn't. The power pole is, but the actual Roboport isn't. So could I move you? If you were there, why does that not look? Yeah, that's straight. Okay. Yeah, so these guys need power. But we also, as I say, we need to put in... I haven't got any substations on, have I? So, there we go. So we'll plot these down for the time being. Like this. Suspect I may have to move these. Because the other thing I discovered is that the blueprint didn't rotate properly. So when you turned it around, it didn't line up with the two, you know, because we'll still go the same thing, that this has, you know, the corner, and then we build out however far we need to. But say it didn't really match, basically. So, is this where we want them? Because I'm thinking, you know, we want lasers. Is that still too close? That's probably still too close, isn't it? So how about we have that as our line? Will that work power-wise? So yeah, that would encapsulate our roboports. So if that's the power there, then that allows me to have a row of lasers here. I'm getting annoyed at how slow I am. You know, 2 rows of lasers. So potentially have 3 rows of lasers with that power situation. Okay. How much room is there between the substations? There is a 2 gap. Okay. So what I could do is have gun turrets. Here we go. So I have gun turret there with a requester. Have I not got any? No, I haven't, have I? Okay. And that requests up, you know, 20 uranium. Not 200, 20. Like that. So how many would that? So if we get rid of that, if we had this repeat here, is there room to put sort of one in the middle? What does that look like? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not quite in the middle, is it? That's annoying. So we can have these overlap, maybe. So if we make like that, then we could potentially have the flamer turret. Have I even got? I think I got rid of flamer turrets out of my inventory. Has somebody got flamer turrets? You know, I don't routinely carry them around anymore. Can't see them on there at all. Let's just stick in flamers. So these could go here, you see. And then we have... Well, actually, they're going to be close enough that we could link them together. Okay. So that then... Oops. So that's a row of lasers there. And this is another row of lasers. Offset, maybe? Like that. Now, how far out can we take? Oh, we can take them pretty far. I want the walls to be quite far out, because one of the things that was happening is that there was like a massive attack by the biters and spitters all at the same time. So how far does that go? So if I wanted that to be, say, there, would that work? But we do want, you know, we do want the gun turrets to do something. So we don't want it too far out. So if it's there, it's probably too far. What's that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just use this. So there's 8 walls there. Oh, so how many do I actually want? So I want, you know, nice big thick walls. Are they going to kick in too late? Two, three, 4. Yeah, I think if we have the walls here. And this is just brutalist stuff. There's none of the elegance of my design from, you know, way back when, as it were, for the war, you know, for our permanent wars. But then they don't really quite work properly, so it's not a problem. But so that's too big. We want a bit like that, maybe like that, and like that. And we can put some on the... Well, we already got some, because there. The question then is how we pipe the stuff around. I think what I can actually do is... Oh, no. It's not quite far... Oh, not quite far enough. So... Oh, that's annoying. Let's do 2 then. Like that. that there? There we go. Like that, and then obviously I need something. Is it there? Three turrets, and then yeah. Okay, so I copy that like that. Copy this down. Oops, missed. Okay. So is this our repeatable chunk of wall, basically? So we'll use the flamer turrets. Like... do I want... No, I just want that bit, don't I, really? So that's that there, then. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And it's... Where is it? It's like... No? Why is that not lining up? There we go. Okay, and let's see if that works on this side too. So how far out is this from the rail? So this is... Let's use a bit of wall. Or a ghost of a wall. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. So we can take this 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is ideally where we want the substation. So they match up with that, but they're not in range of those robot boards that we've already got. So actually we want this a little bit closer then. So there. So actually we want maybe there. Yeah, okay, so that's the line. The question is where I actually want it. You know, this in terms of the corner. You know, do I want a straight bit here? How far does that reach? Not far enough. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so what we want to do then is have that as a special bit of corner. So we could have one of these here. And then potentially one like that. Only a bit further out. Because we just need that, don't we? It's that. That's the line there. Yeah, let's have it there. And we'll make up a corner of some description so we can get rid of all of that. And that. Don't need these bits anymore. So yeah, there was that there. I say we'll have a special corner bit. Does that matter? Not really. But we're at the lack of gun turrets over here. So actually, yes, we will have a gun turret with a requester there. But that means we do need more power. which means I can't put that there. So get the underground. I'll pop that there instead. So there's at least a gun turret here. Why are you not lined up? What have I done wrong there? Just take them out. I've obviously misaligned that somehow. But yeah, so that's the... Yeah, this is all on the cock, basically. Right, so that's the point there. Like that. Yeah, so I like this as our straight bit. Now, can't I... Isn't there a way of doing that? Yeah, there we go. So if we call this, or give this a symbol, outpost, you know. Where's lasers? Obviously it's in there. Yeah. So that's a straight bit. We need a version of that with a thingamy on. You know, a roboport. Don't we? But it needs to be compatible with both of these. So if we do it here, in fact, actually, let's use that like that. So this would be it there. And then, so say it's there. I think that's the wrong position, but that'll do. So say we want a version of this with a roboport on it so that we can do the extra bits, but we don't want it here. You know, we don't need, because we got these ones. But this is the distance it would need to be to allow me to add them on. So if we do the same basic thing, copy and paste this, pop it in there, and it's outposts, defenses with roboport. Okay, so get rid of that, and then we want to use this to actually sort of fill it out. Is it? Oh no, got the wrong one. Fill it out. One more, I think. Because we're always going to have one row of them. And then this is fine over here, isn't it? Yep. Ooh. Yep, so that's okay. The corner, though. We need something a bit better for the corner. So, what can we fit in? Laser turrets like this, I guess. So maybe something like that. I think I'll also put an extra one there. And then we want some sort of corner. Oops. So, in fact, that's not quite right, really, is it? That's a little bit better. Yeah, so I don't know really. How much space have I actually left? I've left 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want 1, 2, 3, So it wants to be that line there, basically. So it's not going to be much of a corner, but it's a corner. And then I guess take some of these out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah. Don't need that, I don't think. Yeah, okay. And you're adequately supplied with... Is there a robo... Oh, there's no roboport coverage, look. Okay, so if we plop in a bonus roboport... Well, this is the corner, so it is a sort of a more vulnerable area. So that's fine, but we'll put it back a bit. Yeah. In fact, let's put it there. So now it has coverage. Right, okay. So I then need to pick it all up so that I can blueprint it. But, you know, pick all of this up, basically. So if we take everything up from here, and I want to leave the... Actually, let's look. What does this robo... This has the roboports on it, doesn't it? Let's line it up. So it's got those sort of basic roboports. So we don't really need them other than to, if we want them for alignment, but we'll use the stations again for that. So this blueprint then... I mean, we could line it up with the... yeah, let's leave the blue. Let's leave the roboports. Oh, of course, I've got a load of rubbish now. Number 9, is it? So you want all of them, basically, don't you? You're good for them. Yeah, so if we do a special... In fact, actually, I'll put... No? Oh, the other one, I don't need that. So this is a blueprint by Durabase. And this has got, like, 1 to 8 balances, up to, 8 to 8 balances, down to 8 to 1 balances. So that's got the full gamut of balances. So we'll be using them when we actually do the... we've got the 484 trains now, so we need them, basically. So that's a complete blueprint book, basically. So, what we want to get rid of is that one. And replace it with this one. And get rid of this one. And replace it with this one. Then we need to replace the contents of this. But I say in fact, we left the stations in before, so I want to get rid of everything that's here, effectively. So we can get rid of rail. Get rid of... Oh, look, you can do curved rail still on the thing. We want to get rid of, them signals. We want to get rid of all of the, inserters if we've got them. We want to get rid of... No, we don't want to get rid of them. We want to get rid of storage chests and requester chests and what else? Belts, I guess. Get rid of undergrounds and splitters. Steel chests we want to get rid of. Whoops. Tanks. I guess pumps. Well, that's the point. We don't have any pumps fixed up for this, do we? So this is not actually connected. So where's going to be best to connect it? We've got this pump here. Would I be better off? But that's on the other blueprint, isn't it? So I'm going to be better off just hooking up to this, basically. So is that lined? Oh no. No, it's not lined up. So I want this to be here, basically. So this needs to connect up to here. Where's straight pipe? There we go. Yeah, so that gives us a connection. So we can use this to get rid of the sort of things we don't want. Oops. So I'll get rid of those. Don't really need any of this. Okay, so what's this pulling up? So if we leave the stations. Now that'll get rid of the tanks. Get rid of all of that. Oh, you have to add the curved rail in. Okay. Cheeky. Cheeky. It's interesting that it's still got that division, because that's you used to have to actually build curved rail. Right, so are we happy with that? So it's got our... Oh, I've got one random bit of walls left there still. So we've got flamers there, we've got regular gun turrets, we've got more lasers than you can shake a stick at. Oh, you're going to go and do some stuff, are you? Right, okay. I've left these here, but obviously it's more for positioning. So I don't really need these, because it's not part of this blueprint, so we can pull them up. We'll leave all the roboports as safe for positioning. I don't really need that one. But what don't we need here? So we don't need these turrets because that's on the other blueprint, or the poles or the lights. So we can add poles, we can add lights. Excellente. So we don't need poles and lights, we can get rid of them. These turrets are already on that other blueprint. And that, I don't need that. This is part of the other blueprint. Again, we don't need that. Should we? Oh my god, take them out, I guess. I'll leave that just, you know, sort of just as a, again, another thing to link the two up. It doesn't matter if, you know, things that we want to keep, as it were, can stay in the blueprint, but you don't need enormous numbers of them. So say the roboports are mostly already there, apart from, you know, these. These are new. All of the walls and stuff is new. The turrets is obviously new. This connector is new. We can pick them up. I don't need them. That's part of the other blueprint, and not fussed about, you know, reproducing them. Right, so this is our new corner. A lot of these spiders have picked stuff up. Or their bots have, anyway. By the looks of things. Right, you've got some stuff then. Okay, I bet all of them have, really. Oh, why was there 4 rockets there? 2 of them, and then you've got a load of random junk as well. You too. Already did you. I don't even think you even got a thingy port, so that's fine. Should have moved them out of the way, really, but that's whatever. I appear to be full of stuff, and I'm not quite sure why. How many spiders? No. What have we got there? So, there you go. Are you different? You're different. Oh, I haven't got any room. Okay. So, where's the train? Are you train? Railtron, there we go. Yeah, so there's a load of rail that I've accidentally picked up. So we take all of that out. Like so. Get rid of that in there. Cool, okay, so. Oh. Let's have everybody over here, please. Right, so we need to basically replace the contents of this blueprint and on new contents we want all of this. Oh, my bots are filling stuff out. I want train stop names, that's fine. Excellent. Looks good to me. Cool. Oh, down the corner. Save blueprint. Right. So the only bit we're missing is the corner, basically. Because these are, I've made these now. We can use this. It's a happy repeater, basically, for both sides. Because that was one of the problems I had before. It didn't rotate. You know, when you rotate it, it didn't match up with the blueprint. Because it didn't occur to me, to be honest with you. We've also got a variant of this with a roboport on, so we can make sure we've got coverage. So what we need is a corner. Now we don't really need... Do we need any of this, to be honest with you? Now? I don't think. I'm going to fill up with stuff very quickly. What I could do, I could bring my personal Spidertron over and just stick a load in. Because frankly, we're at a zero sum thing. Is in basically, you know, I've got a load of stuff up because the bots have got a load of stuff because, you know, the spiders have got a lot of stuff. It's all sort of the same stuff, as it were. We want them. Get rid of that. So when we go back to the base, it'll all, you know, sort of sort itself out, really. So if we put a spider... In fact, you've got spiders on... Yeah, spiders. You've got bots on you. Let's put that there. Send you over there. Don't really need any of this either. Send you over there. Oh, yeah, pick these up. Cool. Cool, okay, so if we... Oh, don't want that one. If we are... Say we've got a corner, you know, we've got a piece there. I want to connect to something here, nominally. Then how do we do that? I guess actually that was dumb, and it would be more like connecting something like that. That's probably more sensible. So we need that bit. I guess the other thing we could just check is if that had a... Right, yeah, so if that had one or other of the others had a robot port, then it would cover everything. So that's fine. we don't need to think about robo ports. But gun turret coverage needs boost. Although, actually, if we put one in, so there was there, then if we had, you know, I can't put it there, can I? Is there a space? I mean, I could put it inside. How far up do they go? Not far enough, really. How about if we say... So... like that. And... oh. Why is that not aligned? So that wants to be like that, does it? Yeah, so that's a corner. And then I guess... So I think basically what the conclusion I'm coming to here is that actually we need a bit more room, I think. So this is our blueprint. So I can get rid of them. So this is our blueprint. Like that. Oh, wrong one. So rather than there, we probably want it to be, say, there. So we need a corner there. How far up does the power actually go? So we need some kind of power thing. We need... because that gives us the advantage that we can put, you know... Oops. Quest is in there. We could put a power thing there. So everyone's covered. And then we've got some room. So what, there maybe? No, that's probably right. Let's put both of them there. I guess we could put, you know, a couple on the inside. Yeah, okay. So how far up do we want this to go, really? We want past there. And then past there, probably. One more there. Like that. Yeah. Like that. And then say... like that. Why does that not look rotationally symmetrical? Let's give it a go. Anyway, so the bits that are... or should I just... I might as well just include most of it. So we want to revise this blue... no, that blueprint. So let's do that. So our straight blueprint, straight corner covers up to this flamethrower and obviously this one as well. So if we take this as the corner, it should tile okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, I didn't put a... Let's just save... I don't think I put a... No, I didn't, did I? So we actually want, say... There's no point having guns there if there's not any gun food for them. Right, so let's redo that again then. And it's that one. Why is that? We want to be there. It's really that one, isn't it? There we go. I think. I can't quite tell where the cutoff is. Right. I think that's too many on that side. So if that's aligned there, then that should be, take that out. What did I use for the... Oh, I'll do it in a second. So what did I... Why have I got a mining drill on that one, but not that one? So we actually want that to be a mining drill, and that to be a laser turret. So then we got consistent terminology. Okay, so let's give this a trial run. Oh. Right, so we would be coming along, popping down straight pieces. Then we want to do a corner, and that tiles. And then we want to go, well, to straight again. And we've got a roboport in there. Excellent. I think that all works. Right. Crikey. So what we'll do then... Oh, I need to pick this up as well, don't I? Oh, wrong thing. Oops. I need to pick all that up. Okay. Because what I mean to say, there is room across all of the spiders to, grab all of this stuff, because it's all come from the spiders. So it's just that it's all getting filtered into my inventory, basically, rather than in the spiders. So if we send number 9 over there, I say, and I'm not fussed about where it ends up for the time being, because we want to nip over to... Look at what you've done, you silly bots. Look at all this. Okay. Because what we want to do is we'll go over to the... You see, I've got all these blooming beacons, but they want to go in Spider 9, basically. Right, so what am I looking for? Oh, I'm checking that I've got enough room. I haven't. So if we stick some more of this in you, you take them again. Because I want to get rid of... pick these power poles up, basically. Don't like leaving them, because it's a bit untidy. Right. So, I think we're nearly ready. Well, I think we are ready. I think we will go and... are you full? Yeah, you're full, aren't you? Let's get everyone over there. All this mess you've made, you silly bots. Biddly bop, biddly bop, biddly bop. Right, so I presume it's me that's full. Yeah. It's always me that's full. All I really want is for any spiders with bots hanging around to have room to put them in, don't I? So I'm not too fussed about kind of where everybody stuff is, and we'll go over as a big gang. It's you. So it must just be you, is it? Yeah. It's just you with too much in you. I say, and when we get back to the, because these will have, yeah, they'll have done this sort of rubbish. But when they get back to, you know, back to home essentially, all the, you know, the logistic system will kind of sort it out. Right. So I'm going to take that as done, that we have reworked the defences. So what we want to do first is just nip over and put this connecting piece in. Now the trains don't have their edits done, so it won't quite work. So we'll all head over, big gang style. Like this. We kind of don't need it. Oh. Oh, I thought I was in a Spidertron. Whoops. I thought I was in my Spidertron. In fact, let's bring it back. Come here. Come here, you little scamp. So I thought I was in the Spidertron. No, where are you going? Where are you going? There we go. Right. Let's have another go. Right, let's go with that. I say what we want to do basically is plop this. Where's he gone? No. That blueprint. Oh, no. That blueprint here. But to do that, we need to pick up, you know, this rail mini system, you know, mini crossing thing I did. Oh, they're going to take that input. Oh, bugger. Okay. I should have done a recycling system, really. Why does that not work? Oh, because the nuts. So that blueprint didn't work, does it? Because the... Why do they overlap? I guess it's just because it's... Yeah, it's too narrow, isn't it? Basically, the chain signals are overlapping with the actual, like, straight rail. That's annoying. How did I end up with that, then? I was wondering what was going on. All the spiders have got trapped. Managed to crash them into a lake. Right. 2. Oh, wait a minute. So you want to go there. No, you want to go there. And there. 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 Go there. There. Who are you? You've got to be that one, haven't you? There you go. Right, let's get everybody out of the way. So that I can see what's going on. So how can I fix that? What is it I'm trying to achieve? I'm basically trying to get... So it needs to be bigger, basically, doesn't it? Any trains coming? Okay. Give us a bit more room, basically. So conceptually it's okay, but in practice it didn't quite work. Basically we need a bit more room. Is that's curved rail, so we could do like that. Oh. Why does that look uneven? Because that's crossing that same point. No, that's fine. Where is number? Is it number 8 with all the rail in it? Yeah. Okay, so that's you. So basically, because there's this thing that I need to cross the line over, basically. So if you were coming down here, then you would want to wait there, or there, or there. If you're coming down here, potentially going to need to wait there. Yeah. Potentially need to wait there. I mean, I can't get you to wait there, so. So it's left-hand drive, isn't it? So it's crossing potentially there. That's fine. You would be coming up here, so you might need to wait at those junctions. You would be crossing over, so that's fine. That's fine. You're merging in, crossing, and then you're fine. You're going up, and you're fine. You're going down, and that's fine that way. Do I need one there? No, because it's there. I mean, we could even it up and make it a bit smarter. You know, sort of a bit tidier. This is one way, so that's fine. I'll put that there. Yeah, it's fine. It's going to be a low volume junction no matter what. But okay, so this is wrong. So we need to replace that basically with this version. I don't need the power piles on it, obviously, do I? These, I don't need them. Okay. Okay. So it's hopping you. So that's another problem fixed that I didn't even know existed. Right, so let's head up. Everybody head up to the outpost. There. I don't really need everybody, but we might as well bring them all over. Is everyone incoming? Oh, no, I've missed one. Who are you? Light blue again. That's you. Okay. Cool. Hopefully there won't be any nests here, so we won't get any disastrous, you know, rocket explosions. Taking out all the track and that. So what I need to do basically is pull up the current version of defences. And then basically sort of plop down the, you know, the appropriate blueprints over the top again. And that should basically sort everything out. But I'll do it myself without my bots on. Well, actually, let's pick everything up first. So where am I? I'm over here. Okay. So say we need to pull all of this up. Okay. Oh, there's no power connected there. Not sure what's happened there. So this is all nice and sort of easy to pick up. Not fussed about that. Apart from, I'm now full, am I? Yeah. Okay. So you want that there. Where are you lot going? So pull up on all of this. Biddly-bop, biddly-bop, biddly-bop. Well, let's do them first. And then stick some more in there. Some more of that in there. Cool. And then we want to pick this up. I'll have to come back and be a bit more careful with picking the old gates up. So get rid of all of this. Right. So that's the sort of easy one. What's that down there? Oh, this. The rock's been semi-blown up. That. Now this all needs pulling up, basically, does it? Yeah, I think it all needs just to go. Biddly-bop, biddly-bop. So, we need somebody else to come and help. So, I don't know. Let's bring number 1 over. Biddly-bop. Biddly-bop, biddly-bop. So, put that in there. That's fine. And that. Stick them in you as well. No, that's not everything either. Let's bring number 2 over then as well. You've got room? A little bit of room. Not much though. Well, that didn't help. 3 then. I know one of these has got a lot of room. There you go. Right, there we go. That's better. Put that in there. Right. So everybody? Yeah. So there's some bots without... Yeah, okay. That's where I was picking it up, obviously. Oops. Okay. Oh, I've accidentally got a bit of track there. Like that. And then we want to pick up gates. Right. So we can just plop the blueprints over the top. So this would be the, the first one. Like that. But then we would immediately come in this case, and pick it all up again. Or cancel it effectively. Oh, of course there's more bots in this system, isn't there? Well, let's give them somewhere to plop down, because next would come this blueprint. And that includes some storage chests. So that'll sort everything out, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, of course they're emptying them out. That's fine. Yeah, so that's that done. So we now have an outpost, hopefully collected to... Oh, it doesn't have a train limit, does it? I guess it's enabling and disabling, but it doesn't have a train limit. Okay. But then I wanted to do out some dynamic train limits. I'll probably do that off stream because it takes a bit of thinking that. So then we would put them down. Then we would put that down. Then we would use this. So we might as well insert this as well then. Not that I've really got the inventory room, but yeah, I need to pull all of this up actually, don't I? Because I've been doing weird splittery things. So all of this needs to go, but we're not going to have anywhere to put it all. Yeah, there you go. Just going to chuck some of it in. Chests are all full, brilliant. Will you take some iron ore for me? Oops. These are all full from where I did this before. Yeah, you see. Oh, I guess that's a thing. They didn't have I didn't put blueprints on the radar things, did I? I didn't put radars in there. You know, whatchamacallit. Okay. In the blueprints. Oh, you're not going to bring me more. Biddly bop, biddly bop. Right, so what we would be doing, I say, is sticking on this, and these need reworking basically. Give ourselves a little bit of room. Oh, well, actually, we could use this first. So this shows me where to connect everything up, basically. Let's put it there, and then connect that there. Except not because no. But I need to connect these up. What? Ah. Oh. Why have you brought me loads of stuff? I don't like it when you bring me loads of stuff. Right, so how about a temporary thing? Just chuck that on the debris. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. So I guess really this should be an 8 to 10 balancer. I think this will have the same basic effect there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so we want that one coming around there. No, we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's only 7, okay. Okay. So take you up there. You around there. Why do I only put 7 in? Oh, gold. Right. I'm lost as to why you lot are not doing anything? Why are you not putting belts in and stuff like that? Oh, this is a real mess, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. So let's put this ammo in here. Oops. Like that. So that's one area sort of solved. So that needs to go like that. Artillery, as I say, you know, we don't want over here really. I can pick them up. Ammo. More iron ore. I don't quite understand what's going on here. I don't know why these are... Who's been given the order to pick those up, if you see what I mean? Maybe it's these ones. So you've not got anything. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Ah, it's you, okay. Oh, I don't have room for them now either. Yeah, it's them bots that have been assigned the jobs. And of course they can't do them now. Put that there. Might just disconnect these. Oops. So have you got some as well? No, you haven't. What about you? Oh, you have, okay. I see, said the lineman. Right. Can I put some more of this in here? Are there any? Yeah, okay. A little bit there. Cool. Okay. I connected them up. So whose bots were tasked to do this then? Where's number 9 gone? Oh, you're there. Oh, is it number 9? Because you've also got a load of... Oops. Right. So you had a load as well, okay. Right there. Right, so there's more in here as well. I mean, what I could do, because there are some loggy bots, aren't there? Yeah. So that gives us 50 of them. We want 50 of them. Because it's basically me, it's 5 that's got all the sort of excess stuff. So I could just chuck them in there, you see. And the bots will sort of refill the spiders. Because that's where it's all come from. have sorted this out first. Basically, should have gone back to base. Let the bots, you know, rearrange everything, and then we would have been done. So what we got? Let's grab all of these. Like that. I don't know. Let's just whack a load of stuff in. Oh, that might have come from bots, I guess. Spiders. Okay, and let's check you all out. So you've got a little. Oh no, you haven't. There you go. So number 2. Right, so you've got a load of weird stuff on you. Number 3. Again. Number 4. Oh no, okay. Oh dear. It was going so well. I made the error of rushing over here and... No, you're not going to take any more. Oh. Doopy-doopy-doo. Oh. Right. So that's all that. Because my personal one is switched off, isn't it? Okay. So number 1. Have you got anything weird? No. Okay. Number 2. Already done this, haven't I? Number 2. Have you got anything weird? No. Number 3. Have you got anything weird? Number 4. Have you got anything weird? Yes. Number 5. Still got some of them. Okay. Number 6. You're okay. Number 7. Ah, here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I took everything out then. That was very dumb. Right, what we need to do. Put that in there. That in there. Right, that's better. I need to take all the iron ore out. The rest of it was fine. Number 8. You've got a little bit of weird stuff. Number 9. 1 extra belt. Okay. Now what we can do is just dump my entire inventory into these chests. Apart from the... Right. So that's got... I don't really... artillery and all that. Oh, not the word. Well, no, it's fine. So I'm literally... I've got nothing. So they'll put everything back, basically. I just want to check. There's no more iron ore. That problem is solved. Okay, I believe so. Right. So this should be the last one of these. What a mess I've made here. Any of you going to take any more? No. I might have maxed out all all of the inventory is on. Oh, it's a little bit more. What about? No. No. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so they're all completely full. Right. So we've still got a couple of hundred. Can I also chuck them on some? Oh, and I got some here as well. Ah, dear. Okay. That. Let's swap. I'll put that in Spidey and we'll just take it back with us, I think. I can't be bothered to sort any more out. Now, in theory, if I turn my personal thing on, all of the bots will refill me with all of this stuff. And what we're left with is basically the excess, which we can chuck in Spidertron as well. Is that it? There seems to be a lot more here than I was expecting. Okay. Oh, obviously they're remotes because I haven't got some of the stuff I don't have requests for, do I guess? Oh, I didn't. No, didn't mean to do that. I meant to turn that off first. So let's chuck them in there. And then, I mean, we can have all of that. Leave them. Probably pick that one up. Pop them in there. Oops! No, didn't mean to do that. Whoops. No, I did it again. Right, that's better. Pick that up. And that. Don't really need, there was a... Don't need this. What we got too much of? I got like a million rope. Oh, I guess I've got yours as well, haven't I? Put them away. So I'll leave the laser turrets and walls for the time being. Might as well grab them. Right. Let's have another go. Right, so this... Oh, is it aligned on that? It's there, isn't it? Only it's not there. Why does that not... It's just there. Okay. That seemed to work and then didn't work. And then did work. I don't quite know what happened there. So, number one's got lots of turrets and stuff in. So you can do that. I think number two has as well. I imagine, has any... Oh yeah, they have. Okay. So, I'll send 1 and 2 up and down. I bet 3 has got wall in it, has it? As well? Because they've got loads of defensive stuff. Basically. All good there, I think. So not getting any viewers again. I don't know what's happened. Maybe the word's gone out that I'm a. I was going to swear then. The whole point of this stream is it's a non-sweary one. But yeah, maybe the word's gone out that I'm a nasty person or something. I mean, I don't think I am, but there you go. No one's watching. I mean, I don't know how summer affected streaming is, particularly a game like this. You know, do people stop watching because it's summer? Has one of the big boys started streaming? So we're going to need to go at least one more on that. And one more again, I think. I'm trying to get past the edge of this, basically. So if this is the edge here, so it would need to be something like that. Coming up there. So I think one more. Like, oh, there you go. Like that. Bring all the spideys up. Not number 5. So then corner here. It's weird actually, because I mean, basically, the YouTube side of things has suddenly gone weirdly popular. I mean, that's obviously popular by my scale, so it's not, it's not naught but a drop in the ocean. But all of my uploads have been, which are just the VODs. I'm not editing or anything like that, and they've gone all popular. So whoever I'm talking to, watching at the moment, is probably watching on a VOD, on YouTube. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. Maybe it's just because, I mean, it's going to be a relatively shallow pool of people, isn't it? That, watch something like Factorio. Because as much as I love the game, I don't know that it's a mega draw. So I'm guessing we got to the point where most people have kind of checked me out and decided whether they want to watch or not. And I guess most people's conclusion is no, they don't want to watch. Which is fine, I say. I'm not fussed, but say. Right. Just do this bit down here. Oh, I've got to do the other side, haven't I? Nuts. No, you don't need to come over. Right, go down here. Oh, I need to do the robots as well. And a bit further down. Oh. Nearly there. Classic me, that. Messing up the... Not bothering to go back home and sorting all the inventories out and then having to manually do a load of stuff. I'm always doing stuff like that. It's why I should play with blueprints, really. But so I kind of enjoy the design process too much. Is that all filled out? You done all that? Cool. Right, let's stick in roboboards then. So it does tend to lead to me repeating the same mistakes. Right, where are we going? We're going up here. Is that? No, that's slightly too far, isn't it? That's annoying. Okay, let's do one there. I think we can get away with 3, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So one there. If I do... Because I just need them to be connected and provide... Yeah, so up to there. Like protective coverage for the walls, basically. there. Oops, missed. One there. Oh, look, perfect distance. And then we probably need a couple more, do we? One more, two more? Why have we got a flashing symbol there? What are you flashing about? Why are you flashing? Bit of pipe and a bit of wall. Alright, so there's one extra bit of wall we don't need. Where's the bit of pipe then? Oh, it's because the spiders are on top of it. I can't see what's going on. Right. Right, okay. Have I not got any pipe then? Okay, let's just make a couple of bits. Couple of bits. Right. Okay, so let's go to the other side. Yep. Right. So on the straight bit without. I was going to hook this up, wasn't I? That's why there's only 7 lanes coming in, because I was going to add that on. Oh, I'd forgotten all about that. Oh, I'm not fussed about doing that now. I'll do that later. I need to get on with, you know, the copper outpost as well this stream, I think. There. Because that's where I was sort of hoping to get to, just having that bit done, as it were. Right, so that's that. So we can bring you lot down. And in the meantime, I can put the rope... No, missed. Where's the rope over one? There it is. It's there, but it's the other way round. Can I go over that? I can, can't I? What about that one? No. There. Cool. And then it's every 3, I think. Yeah. 2. Are you providing coverage? Not to that. Okay, so we do need that. Okay. And then let's bring the spiders down. I think I can pick this up, can I? Oh, still need a bit more pipe. I guess, I mean, well, I know for a fact that the chemical one will have pipe in it. Where's the chemical one, is it? No, 7, isn't it? There we go. So he's got pipe in him. So no flashing symbols. So that's all good. So oh, I need to connect this back up, don't I? Let's have everyone assemble here for the time being, and I'll grab that rubbish and that. And I'll just chuck a bit of ammo in our emergency turrets. Our pointless emergency turrets. So that's basically empty, okay. And then, I don't know, 15 each or something. Okay, so I need to hook these up. Like that. I like that, and like that. Yeah, so I was going to feed... So I've only got 7. Oh, there's one not running. You're not running because you're the wrong way around. And I was going to feed the other 3 in from here. And we got this one here, it's quite close by. So, the big test now. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I could do just quickly is stick some... Do I want to edit that blueprint? Because I need... Basically, if we put radars in the corner, it'll basically provide full coverage. There might be a tiny little gap, but so that I forgot to put that onto the blueprint. I worked that out before, but let's say I put that there. That covers that. I'll plop another one over here. So I just forgot. Should we put this rock out of its misery? Right. Oh, we need an extra substation there. I mean, they're not good. I should actually do a corner here anyway. But right, let's pop a radar in. So, how am I going to do this? So I need to go back to the stations. You know, the artillery and walls stations, and edit their like contents and all of that side of things. Whoops. And then I guess we can ride the train out and make sure it sort of works. Yeah, let's do that then. So we want to head back. We'll take all the spiders back with us because so the idea, and after the disaster last time of blowing up my entire station with blooming spidertrons. So we'll, and now we want you to be here. We'll have everybody sort of assemble back, you know, at their stations. Oh, I'm 5, aren't I? So I don't need to do that. Didn't I miss one? Yeah, I missed number 4. So my sort of dream of doing it all completely remotely, I don't think is going to work because there's just too many little bits. But it's mostly correct, I think. You know, mostly it's automated, but not quite. So I think I'm going to have to manually do, you know, finishing touches basically, which I guess is fairly normal. But say my hopes. Oh, right. Oh, they've done that. They've done both of them. Okay. What next? Or should I leave it for a bit? No, let's chuck on the next round of military. Yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I was bringing you back. Where are you? You're number 9. Number 9. Number 9 there. Okay, so it should just be me in number 5, but let's make sure I am in number 5. Yeah, there we go. So we'll head back, but I'm trying to avoid lakes and stuff because the pathfinding is just very much head in a straight line for the spiders, and obviously they can reach across gaps, but they get stuck basically. So, but we'll head up to here. I need to sort both of these out. New train schedules, and then I'll ride the trains over as like a test run, basically. What I'll do, I mean, I need to do like logic things, but I find that a bit difficult to do on stream because it's too much thinking, to be totally frank. But yeah, because I need to set these up so that it's, you know, they'll only call train, or trains can only arrive when there's, you know, stuff in here. So I need to set up, and I'll do it as a separate blueprint that I can just stamp on top. But you know, I need to count what's in the chests and do a bit of maths and turn the stations on and set the train limits and all that sort of stuff. But it's slightly complicated because obviously we've only got the 3. So effectively, you know, we can hold 1 in the station, 2. I mean, I guess in theory, 2 for each. But I might set this a bit lower. And then there's obviously an extra line in case this ends up waiting. But basically, I need to. The maths I need to do is that it needs to set the train limit based on the amount that's in the chest, but also cap it. So it needs to stop. I can't have it set the train limit above. You know, I can't set it to 10 because there just isn't the capacity, and we'll end up with a load of trains sat here, and it'll cause all sorts of blockages in the system. So I say it needs to be a slightly weird logic condition that has a cap to it, basically, rather than the minimum. So I don't mind if it sets it to 0 if there's nothing in the chests, but I do mind if it sets it to, as I say, 10 or something like that. And I say I might set this cap a lot lower because the raw train is basically, you know, I mean, we're going to need concrete and stuff, for example, but for example with the copper one, I can just have it manually, like, just always set to 0 because I don't need to bring copper ore anywhere. How are we doing? So they have all arrived and they're all getting restocked. That's great. We're nearly there. I was looking at some of the patches actually because some of these have still got a fair amount in, but others are getting nicely eaten away. So I say I'm sort of designing the outpost so that they can run the bus as well. So I do need to be cautious that, you know, I don't want to fully and completely empty the patches I'm using for the bus before I've got at least 1 outpost for every resource, basically. But hopefully we're fixed now. We're sort of, you know, we've got a system, we've got a set of blueprints. So say we just need to test it, and that's why we want to get the copper out. What's that about? Cool. Right, let's turn my thing on. And let's turn... Oh, of course you've not got... Okay. Let's grab all of that then. So that should empty me out slowly. So all of that goes. Here we are. Right, so what do I need to do then? Basically, this needs a new station adding that is what? What did I call it? Oh. I bet that's in the blueprint name. That might be a problem, that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for outpost unload, aren't I? Oops, off it goes. Didn't mean for that to happen. So we want inactivity, because I wanted to ride it basically to make sure it's going to do what it's meant to do. I've nothing... I can't remember which one I've put the condition on. Okay, because I don't want more than 1 train going to each of the things. Let's have a look. Which one did I... Because I don't want... No, I didn't. Okay, put a train limit on that. So that is an error in the blueprint. So I don't want all of my trains dashing over to this station. Well, at least it's able to get out. So that bit works. Can I copy it? I don't think I can I? Until I can see it. Let's just let it stop. There we go. So it pulls up there. Unloads what it needs to unload. Oh, that's the other bit I need to do. I need to put the fuel on it. Because these chests have got nothing in them at all. Ah. Why are you inserting... What logic have I got running there? I don't know why it put so many logistic spots in, because we should already have 50 over here, unless I've made some error, unless I took them away. Let's let that train get back. In fact, I'll plot these on manual. Paste it in. Yeah, it's turned off now because it's obviously filled up. So that's working at least. Let's wait for the other one to get back. In the meantime, because what we need to do basically, yeah. So I've got plenty of room. So I need to get rid of... Oh, they're sticking it in, aren't they? So what I need is a requester requesting up nuclear fuel, which is there. Say, let's do 2 with 5. So, well, it doesn't really need to be a stack insert, does it? 'Cause like that. So this actually, I'll turn them round. This actually needs to be nuclear fuel. Okay. Copy that over. Get rid of them. Turn that back. Oh, you've picked up. You silly William. Right. Like that. Like that. Where's the other train? I guess it's having to just come round a very long way. Or has it got stuck at the... Where is it? Oh, there it is. It really is a very long way around the edge. I may need to rethink that because... I suppose it doesn't matter in a sense because they're coming out, you know, when there's been an attack. And as you know, I set the limits up so that there's lots of ammo and stuff. So it'd really be only when there's a massive wave of attacks. And that's only going to happen when I do the range extensions. You're not back yet? Crikey. Okay, let's edit one of these then. In the meantime, oh, they're already on manual, aren't they? Okay. So these also want to go to the firing station. But they don't want that because that was the old name. And I guess either I could wait for him to empty. Oh, so he's back. Let's go and pop him on manual. Or I mean, it's inactivity actually. Really, I think. I have to say 10 seconds of inactivity. Does it count? I don't know if this counts as cargo. We'll find out. Right, so let's copy that over. So you're waiting at RT firing station. RT firing station. And did I put a train limit on this? So your RT firing station. Yes, I did. So I need logic conditions turning this off as well, I think. Or no. Because what I could do, I could set that to hand and set that to 10 minutes. You know, something like that, so they'll only go every 10 minutes, maybe? Just for the time being, so I probably need more. Is that 10 minutes? Yeah. More complicated logic applying. Right, so have you got... So your outpost unload. Yeah, you need that copying over, fixing. Yeah, so let's pop them all on automatic. So what I'm sort of anticipating happening is we'll ride out on one of the artillery station trains. Have I cleared my inventory? Let's turn that off. It'll turn up, it'll spam out a load, it'll destroy basically all of the biters in the nearby region, because we got 500 shells on this. Then we'll get a massive wave coming in of biters, and that'll test the defences basically. You know, have the defences we just set up it big enough, and then when they start, you know, shooting at the biters, one of these trains will kick in, and that'll test then. Because what had happened before is the train I was using was this one, and it's tiny, and basically it got stopped. I think it ran into a couple of behemoths and basically stopped, and then a load of spitters destroyed the traction engine, and the entire train just got wiped out. And I'm hoping now that I'm using these big boys, you know, they'll just plough through whatever's in their way. Because the way this is designed, if we've got a load of biters running across the track and it's coming to refuel or whatever, then they need to be able to plough through the biters. So that's the test we're going to do. And if it works, we'll go and set up the copper outpost. Right, so let's plot one of you to manual. We will just send ourselves over. Say, I need to do more complicated conditions than that, but right. Let's go for a trip. See what happens. Oh, crikey. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I was wondering why I was getting a bit hoarse. So I'll do this test, I think, and then I'll go and refresh my... Well, take a little comfort break. I'll probably stream till at least 6. Pretty summertime, so another hour basically. But I'm going to chop the stream off a bit earlier this week because I want to watch the. I think it's Guerrilla Collectives. I think that's happened. But you know, I'll watch it on archive, and the Wholesome Direct. I might watch the Ubisoft one as well. I like Far Cry, but they don't do too many games I actually. Well, there's Anno, of course. I love Anno, but Assassin's Creed and all that sort of stuff's not my cup of tea, really. So, the moment of truth. So, this pulls up. Nothing happens. Oh, there we go. Because, I mean, obviously I cleared this out before, but we've done an artillery range since, and obviously they've done a bit of colonising while I've been messing around. So these, excuse me, small ones. Here we go. So what should happen is our other train should kick in now. Oh, well, it will once we've used a bit of ammo, which we most definitely will, because these are big clearances it's doing. I wonder why it fires in waves like that. Oh, here we go. That's not too many. They were gigantic when I was testing it, and it realizing it was nowhere near enough well protected. It was like a huge, great wedge of biters, not these tiny little things. You can't damage your own tracks with fire, can you? These are just the responses to the colonists. Here we go. This is a bit more serious. Cool. Anyone else come in? Here we go. So this is more like what I'm talking about. And it was also, you know, there was... Here we go. They were coming in as waves after waves, basically. Okay, so we got a bit of damage. Oh, that's saying it's not got coverage. Bum. Okay, so there's an error there. That was when I was doing it, though, so it's not a blueprint issue, but I need this to be like at least one further up, don't I? Needs to be there. Okay. Here we go. Biter train. So a few of them do get a flob off. You know, do gold butters. Just about. Right. This looks a lot more like it. Yeah, here we go. They are only small. So is the train... artillery train's gone, so that's good. Awesome. So I need to go and stick that roboport in. Like that. Okay. There we go. So that, they can now put some ammo in that chest. So we're getting... I mean, we are getting a bit of damage. Because say, some of them are sort of getting to here, the spitters, and they're not being annihilated instantaneously by the lasers. So they are firing a couple of goes, but then they're just getting wiped out straight away. So a couple more, taking this up to about 15 or so, should basically kill anything instantaneously. Maybe not quite, but you know, not far off. And then, as you know, as they move in, they just get hit by even more lasers. Then the bullets, you know, for the ones that get the because the biters can get to the walls, but only just. And obviously, then you know you've got the flamethrower effect where anything that's coming in behind is getting obliterated by the fire. Okay, I am happy with that. I think that is pretty much sorted. I say I do need to do some logic stuff. I was expecting the other train to come. Are you not? I guess the lasers killed them off before they even needed to do it. Unless I left them all on manual, did I? No, they're on automatic. So we can pop these on automatic. Yeah, so they're ready to go now. What I do want to check, did I leave? Yeah, so we can get rid of that, basically. So what I'll use this train for internal refueling. I need to, that's what I didn't do. So a lot of this stuff in here is irrelevant now. It just needs fuel. So when I'm doing like the science outposts, I'll probably refuel them with that maybe. And certainly anything going on inside our walls that needs refueling, I'll use that train, which isn't going to be much. Just trying to think. I think that was everything. So I'll get rid of that. So that's done. I'll go and take a little comfort break, and I'll come back and we'll sort this out, the copper. We're going to punch through. I never did a special blueprint for this because I think I've decided I'm not bothered. We'll just improvise it each time. Because once it's done, as it were. No, these trains aren't coming, are they? So if I just call one up, get one to come over. So I need to give it a temporary thingy here. Let's get it to come here. And I'll ride that train back. I say the I'll have to sort, because the walls don't have filter inserters, so there's a very real risk that they'll start trying to stick nuclear fuel into the chests at the wall. I might make a little. I'll do that off. I'm not going to, because that means doing loads of them. But so, because basically these need replacing with filter inserters now. So I'll just put a little tag on filters, and I'll do that before the next stream. Is it coming? Oh, hello, Night Raven. Maybe those trains aren't needed yet. No. Yeah, I think the lasers basically wiped everything out. So the condition is less than 400. So they've only actually used like 100 rounds, and that was filled, and it had to fill these up. It was like, so 60 went in there. Well, more than 60, because in fact, I think that's probably all of the ammo that got used. So thankfully, I think our lasers are sorting everything out basically. So let's hop on this train. And cool. Ride it back. Hope you're doing okay, Night Raven. So I'm gonna, I'll hop off the train. And I'll go for a comfort break. But yeah, good to see you again. This is going to take ages, actually, isn't it? Because it's got a long way to go. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break now because I need the loo. Yeah, we're back. Okay, I do well. Says Night Raven. I was just playing Factorio before I started watching. All right. So which what? Because I know you've got. I think you've got several irons in the fire. I think, haven't you? Because I know you're still doing your Angels and Bobs. Were you playing that, or because I know you stream something else? Factorio Extended, was it? Not sure I could keep my head straight with lots of different, series on the go, as it were. I struggle at the best of times, okay, to remember what I'm meant to be doing. Right, yes, so what are you lot doing? Oh, I guess we just launched a rocket. Okay. Yeah, so let's do the... Are all of these filled up? Yes. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I had cleared it already, but I would expect there's probably recolonization. So what we'll do first... Is that a straight line? Yeah, so we can go... Because I want to punch through here. No, that needs to be there. Like that. So we'll take the military ones. Like this. Like so. And where am I? I'm here. There we go. Up to there. Yeah, so we'll just check, there's nothing particularly recolonized up here, and if there is, just clear it out of the way. And then we'll bring the other Spidertrons over. and we'll sort of build up from there. It's actually the there is a specific rail one, so I can just use that to do the thing, and then the rest of them have got stuff on board. In fact, actually, I could get those parked up somewhere inside the walls, couldn't I? 7, you know, ready to go, as it were. Like that. Cool. Playing the Bobs and Angels save. Just got to tin and lead processing. Oh, right. I don't know how many. I mean, I know it adds a lot of extra things, but I don't know how many like additional resources it adds. But tin and lead, that's well, lead sounds. I presume that's mostly, you know, ammunition and things like that. But tin as well, crikey. I'm not sure what you would use tin for. I was contemplating what to do after this series, because, I mean, it's a way off, but it's not actually that far off before, you know, once now that I've got the, you know, the designs sort of, I haven't, I forgot to get in the Spidertron again. Right, let's dash over there then. Oh. Did I even, what am I, oh no. That's fine. Right, let's run over. In fact, let's get mine to meet me halfway. That was an error. I keep forgetting to get into the Spidertron. They're about as quick, I think, or maybe slightly quicker. Just running. I know. Once you've got, you know, once you've got legs and all that sort of stuff, I generally prefer to use it rather than the car or tank, because I'm just so bad at tank controls with it. Where are you going? Here we go. Let's get in you, and let's head over to there. I'll swap that out again. So I'll pop my sort of combat load in, which is what I can't remember. How was I doing it? It was whole load of shields and some lasers. There we go. And you guys need your robot taking off, don't you? Because one of the... Because obviously we need, you know, the robots to repair the Spidertrons. But, there we go. Turn mine off. Okay, so, let us head up. So, if I give you all a thing now, and we'll look, see if we find any nests. Latest ammunition and batteries. Oh, right, batteries, of course, yeah. Tin is made in bronze and a few other things, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess if there are bronze components. I mean, Bobs and Angels kind of sounds like, because I think you might have been there when I was rattling on about it, but I was thinking about, you know, trying to make a mod myself, because, you know, by background I am a programmer. I've got a little colonization here of some description. Oh, is that it? A single worm? That was the colonization? Okay. But it kind of sounds like Bobs and Angels are probably what I was talking about. Because what I'd want to do is basically add in extra ores, and so, like for example, lead, and just call them what you actually, the actual ore on Earth, as it were. Oh, here we go. I like it. You see tiny little things like that. This is what I was saying about you get to a stage where the colonisation is pretty pathetic. Oops, another one here. Let's just take them out if these guys don't. I mean, look at that. That's the extent of the colonisation. I mean, I could sort that out with a shotgun, let alone a spider. Oh, I suppose it, because it ramps up the speed, eventually, would quite fill it in, but they've also got that thing where it's a minimum distance between the colonisations. So it means it never colonises at this density, which I think is a mistake. Actually, I think they should colonise next to each other. It should be more like a clustering thing. So there should be it should set a point, a flag, and then they should cluster colonise around it. Either that, or I mean, I think you can increase the density of colonisation, can't you? Like the size of the groups, basically. Right, so there's nothing in the way. That was it. So let's bring is it number 7 with yeah, 7's got all the rail in it, so everybody else we can kind of bring up. No, let's actually let's just leave them there, and we'll head back. I'll be back. The distances get very big, don't they? I mean, I could exploit some of these patches, but in the grand scheme of things, they're kind of pathetic, Right, there's only 6 million in that one. So plan is to sort of, I'm not quite sure exactly where I'll put it, but we'll maybe put the station there, and we'll use all of these copper patches, because although none of them are, that big, in combination it's quite a lot of copper. That's quite a big patch. Right, so what we can do while we wait is plop some of these on, like this, and that. Oh, got the wrong one. Send you a bit further up. Right, so I need to underground this. basically. Let's turn them around. That. Like so. There we go. Greetings from the US. I'm one of those people who have been watching your VODs over on YouTube. Hello, Lenny Bruce. I saw you subscribed actually during the week. That's very kind of you to watch. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I was saying early on, I didn't know. I never thought people would sort of watch the VODs because I thought I'd have to do like edits, like edited down versions. But it's really good that people are watching them. Night Raven, the AWP patches do get rather large as you get further out, but the enemy bases also get really big the further you get out. Yeah, I was because I know. So when I mean, I say I've never Megabased, but I did one of my early games. I sort of tested that out, and I basically jumped in a tank because I mean there were no Spidertrons at the time, and sort of drove out as far as I could, and I just got to. It must have been about this sort of range, where these, you're getting these sorts of density of patches or biters, and I just couldn't get through. And I do know that if you go, really far out, they're like it's like basically a death world, isn't it? Beyond a certain point, where it's just complete coverage of biters. But yeah, I do know if you go, because I was on my test map. There's no biters on the test map, and I'm down here somewhere. In terms of distance, it's like a screen and a half's down, and there's like 100 million size patches. But I don't know that we need to go that far because obviously we're doing the booster, the resource boosters. Yep, that was me, Console. On YouTube, I chuckle when you state that you're wondering who watches the VODs. Yes, so it's sort of. I know it's sort of. I kind of catch myself having to. I mean, I don't know whether you're, I know you're on YouTube. I don't know whether you, do videos and stuff as well. But I say it's a tendency for me to, I don't know, sort of get into the mindset that nobody is watching and assume that, if you see what I mean. I don't know how I explain that very well, but where the heck is the? There we go. Missed. There we go. Just trying to make sure that has worked. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I hope, yeah. Not a content creator, just a factory builder. Night River says, it does get to the point the map is red with enemies. Yeah, I say. I'm kind of hoping we don't have to go that far, because we're at the stage, particularly with the Spidertrons, that it's more just it's a job. It's just a sort of. It's why I did the exploration between the streams, because it's just there's no challenge to it in a sense. In that, I mean, there is, because you can get overwhelmed, but it's just clicking. So, well, I mean, could I demonstrate it? I don't know if I can be sort of bothered really, but it's basically, I think I should just be all right with these, so I can send these ones up over here as well. But yeah, it's just so. For example, what I do is I just rattle through the shortcut keys 1 to 5, and click all on. So, for example, this bait. If we're clearing this, we'd be coming up from the bottom, and you just click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just there, and then it clears that area out. And sometimes you have to retreat because you get overwhelmed, and then you do a bit of repairing, and then you just click back in here and clear this bit, clear this bit, clear this bit, and it's just click, 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 and there's no. I don't have to do anything, apart from every so often we run out of rockets, so we go back home and I just wait for the rockets to refill, and then we go back out again. And it's like, there's no particular challenge to that. It's just because, you know, the base is at a stage where it can, you know, produce, you know, the ammo that we need. And oops, no, that's wrong. Which one am I after? Number 9. There we go. Just a fellow. Yeah, at some point, biters become trivial busy work. Yeah, I know there are console commands, aren't there? You can just delete all the biters. So, Lady Bruce, I mean, you say you're a factory builder. Are you? Have you built megabases yourself? Are you? You know, how long have you playing Factorio for? Any tips you can give me if you have been? Because Night Raven's very kind. He gives me some advice on what to do. And also he's very good at spotting when I've made an error, which is quite common. Right, so this is not ideal, is it? We've got a turret in the way. Okay, so do I want to try and keep this? Yeah, I think I do. So if we put this across here, like that. So you punch hole in this. So at some point, I may come back and sort of, you know, put sort of nicer, you know, holes in the wall sort of thing. But so I'm not massively bothered really. Working on a train-to-train megabase. About 1,000 hours on the game. Okay. Very experienced then. Train-to-train is where you... So a train, just to confirm, it's where you have trains pull up and then you have like... production or, you know, things in... And you take straight out of the train? Is that what you mean by that? You know, so you would have, you know, some sort of arrangement, you know, like that, or, you know, direct feeding between the two. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So my understanding is, when you get really big, you kind of have to do that. You know, it has to be some sort of, you know, because I think the UPS just gets too, you know, too intense, I think, doesn't it? Because you kind of, I'm hoping I can do this base with belts. What am I doing here? Let's put a couple of, I haven't got any, have I? So let's make a couple of gates. And let's plug that gap there. There's sometimes when I do spot something wrong, but sometimes I have to ask because I wasn't sure if I've seen the mistake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it comes, you know, how the quality is of the stream sometimes, because obviously Factorio is quite, particularly when you're zoomed out, I imagine that, because I'm playing 4K and it's obviously downscaling and stuff, so I imagine it's a bit difficult to see sometimes. So I do, you know, I do appreciate the spots though. I'm not running into UPS problems yet. Just trying proof of concepts of builds right now. Yeah, I've been a quite. I mean, I know they did a lot of optimization on belts, didn't they? I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of throwing back down what I've picked up. Really, we need lots of turrets, though, don't we? Let's do that. Stick some more in there. Just try and sort of make up for the things I've taken out, basically. That'll do. Have I got any mines left on me? Yes, one more. Okay. Where can we put that? Let's put that there. Yeah. The wall is fantastic, by the way. Thank you very much. the thing I enjoy most is designing things like this. I actually generally I play with mods, but like the small mods, I've never done. So like I started playing Factorio, and what I would probably do after this series is one of the the overhaul mods, um, which would be interesting because it's very much a learning exercise. But I play with a lot of the smaller mods, um, but not ones that really. I mean, they do a few, but I play with like the Dectorio, the one where you can put down coloured concrete and all that sort of stuff. Because I like to, or I try to make pretty. I mean, they're not pretty because the aesthetic in Factorio is is diesel punk. I think they call it. But yeah, so I try to make things that are attractive or not not just lumps, as it were. Um, and also try and make cool designs and things like that. I say, and that's the thing I enjoy most about the game, I think. I say, I mean, as you'll have seen probably on some of the episodes, it's not quite as effective as it needs to be. I think the problem basically is not quite enough. These laser turrets should be probably more closely packed, and we should probably have a couple of extra laser turrets there. But say now that we're boosted up, it's okay. But it's taken a lot of damage as the attacks have come in. But yeah, right. So let's get on with this because I don't want to go too late. Definitely better walls than mine. I would have just set up straight walls with a whole bunch of laser turrets behind it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you were here earlier, but that's kind of what I've done with. So these is just more, traditional, weight of fire type defenses, which is is a good thing to do because as that testing I was doing, they're not getting through, and that's all you need because. I don't think evolution is at 1 just yet. Can I find some biters in a radar? No, I can't. I was going to try and find. Let's see if we. Oh no, they're miles away. I think evolution's at 0.99. I could do it. Come on, can't I? Is it just evolution? I can't remember. 0.9923. So we're very nearly at 1, but not quite there yet. But yeah, we're sort of so close to it that that's kind of the maximum threat level we're going to face. Yeah, so just the sheer weight of laser fire is kind of all you need. But I say I just like to do the sort of prettier design, basically. I forced myself to put turrets on my current base walls, and the ammo filling is making me regret it. Yeah, I say I don't know. I say I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, sort of where you are and in the series and whatever, but this is my version of the you run a belt round your entire walls and put ammo in the turrets that way. I don't like doing that because, I mean, first of all, it involves an enormous amount of belt laying, but also you end up with a gigantic amount of ammo sat on your belt, and it's just doing nothing. And particularly when you get biters coming in, if a spitter destroys that bit of belt, it cuts off that entire supply line. And obviously, you can replace it and whatever, but I say if you're going to do a system that you're going to have bots replacing bits of belt, then just use just have the ammo in a chest and get them to restock it. It's the same difference. But say I then have these trains, and trains, because you can do the nuclear fuel and obviously have loads and loads of tractor units, it's kind of quicker than a belt. I'm not sure why these are being so stop-starting. I don't usually use flame turrets, so I find the biters are dead by the time the flames reach the biters. Yeah, it's what I like flame turrets for is, I don't know, maybe I can. No, I won't be able to trigger an attack. But basically, yeah, I mean you're right. Basically, the biters first wave are usually ahead of the flame. But what happens is because it leaves the pool of flame on there, the trailing biters, and particularly second waves coming in, will run into that fire and just it'll obliterate them before they even get into range, basically. Because obviously these have slightly further range than the laser turrets. So you get this sort of wall of fire effect. But yeah, it is a faff. You know, the whole train running up here with fuel, oil, and all that sort of stuff. It's quite a pain. So then Bruce says, "Yep, I tried belt at first, then switched to an ammo train. Your train with oil and ammo made me rethink a bit, though. If you redo my wires, I blame you. Sorry." I say it's a shame for me that there isn't the challenge stops with the biters because, you know, as I said, oh look, this one without ammo there. And it's because it doesn't have an inserter. I don't think. No, there's no inserters in the thing. Nuts. That'll be an error in the blueprint then. Oh well. Yeah, so you know, it's kind of unnecessary what I do, but you say it's my sort of favourite bit of the game, really. So you know, it is kind of. I've said this before though. It's sort of. So I don't know why they're pausing like that. It's a bit strange. It's kind of why I've never Megabased is sort of what I realised, because I spend hours designing things, you know, making them look pretty and all that sort of stuff. Whereas what I should be doing is going out and just big pause while they decide whether they're going to do it or not. What I should be doing is, you know, going out and finding resources and is what I'm realising. Right, how far? I think I've gone too far, haven't I? Let's go and put the diagonal in and cross the two tracks over. Where's the diagonal? We're going to run out of track, I think, aren't we? I guess I could just leave the blueprints in. What have you got left? Oh no, we've got loads left. Perhaps the expansion will make our walls relevant again. Yeah, I mean, my sort of hope for the expansion is that it does include, you know, the much requested. I don't know about flying biters, but swimming biters, for example, or you know, something like that. I certainly think, and I know there are mods, but just a second. Crikey. I wish there were more types of turrets, you know, because I know it's not a tower. I mean, they did include that mode, didn't they? But it's not a tower defense game, really. But you know, something, you know, shotgun turrets and is that the edge we want? I guess the question is, do I want to miss the coal patch or not? I don't think I'm bothered. Yeah, I'm not bothered about that. So we want to be maybe here. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so let's trace this back. But yeah, I'm sort of, you know, you could have shotgun turrets, you could have rocket turrets. I mean, they've demonstrated, you know, a Spidertron can have rocket launchers on it, multiple rocket launchers. So you could have one of them. I mean, you could have like a grenade thrower, you know. There's all sorts of things that it could do. And I know some people have done mods with some of them in. I mean, you could have ones that fire out, you know, bots, so distractor bots or capsules or things like that. but because there is no, you know, late game challenge to the biters, it's all a bit pointless. So yeah, I mean, I think everyone's expecting the expansion to be space, aren't they? Which, you know, is what I want, and I think everyone probably wants. But it'd be good if it also then included, you know, like space biters or something, you know, some additional threat that either, I don't know. I mean, you could have like meteors landing and stuff, couldn't you? That had, you know, biters on them or something like that. But yeah, sort of. So my hope is that they do expand that side of it. I mean, my anticipation is they'll actually go down a route. They'll have like orbital platforms, and that you'll build. And well, it's because they hired the guy who did, you know, space expansion. But oh, got some, got a little set of friends there. They'll be fine, I think. Don't think they're going to attack the train or anything. Yeah, as I say, I quite like them to do, you know, bolster up the combat to some degree. And as you say, then we could have some interesting new wall designs to make. Right, so I have gone too far up here, so I'll take all of this out. Do you play any other, I guess both of you chatting, do you play any other factory games like you know, Satisfactory or Dice Program, anything like that? Because I think they shouldn't be averse to pinching things out of those games, because those games have clearly, you know, copied Factorio quite heavily. So I don't think they should be should shy away from basically doing the same back again. Alright, so just make this a little tidier, I think. Let's take that out. Put that in there. Cool. So I was planning to stop at 6, but I think we'll go a bit further. I kind of want to at least lay down the... Actually, what will happen? If I lay down the artillery thing, it'll instantly send an artillery train, won't it? So that would give me a chance to test my new version of the, you know, the mini wall thing. But I'm going to have to be very careful, because I don't want to go blowing up my own my own trains again. Right, so where are we going to actually put the station? Oh, look, I'm going to have to clear them out. In fact, let's just do that. Bing, bong, bing. Cool. So, in fact, let's move everybody out of the way. That's me now. Where's mine? That's there. Okay. Yeah, so let's go there and there. So move everyone out of the way. I'm thinking we'll put it in the middle, basically. So Lenny Bruce says, Satisfactory me motion sick. Okay, haven't tried DSP. Played Rimworld and Prison Architect a while back. but keep coming back to Factorio. Yeah, there's just, I mean, there's something very special about Factorio. It's, I mean, it's, I wouldn't, the word perfect isn't right, but it is perfectly like pitched. There's something just very special about it. I tried Satisfactory, says Night Raven and Dyson Sphere Pro, and enjoyed them at first, but not as much as Factorio. Yeah, again, so I mean, I really enjoyed Dyson Sphere Program, and now that it has the copying and pasting, and they're going to put blueprints in, I think that'll be like the answer to a lot of the problems I had with it, because I think actually it can be quite a quick game, because it's not. It has the like recipe complexity, but actually the fact that it gives you this interplanetary logistics relatively early, and that's so powerful. I think actually you could probably blast through the game in probably 20 hours or so. Um, if you really know what you're doing. And then it's a case of building your Dyson sphere, and that's up to you. Then that becomes like the equivalent of a Megabase, and you can build. You can spend as much time as you want doing it. Because certainly, I mean, I finished the game. I only did 20 streams. I played quite a bit offline, but I only did it was 19, I think, streams of about 2 hours, and I finished it. And I think that's probably where it will shine in a sense that it's like a quicker version of Factorio. Um, I mean, I know. I mean, people do get motion sickness, don't they, with first-person games in particular? But I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. It's the thing I struggle with is it's almost and it's meant and it's like the point of the game. It's the first-person aspect to it, as in building things in first person is like, well, not challenging, but it's a lot more difficult than like the top down view like you get out in Factorio, where you can just you can see what you're doing. You've got a bird's eye view. um, but in Satisfactory, I I do this. I mean, I do this thing. I do it with all games, particularly when they're building. I like try and move. It's almost like trying to play in VR. Um, and I'm trying to move my head to see round corners and stuff. And obviously, that's not doing anything because I'm not moving the cursor or anything like that. But it's the sort of thing of I think Satisfactory would be amazing in VR. Obviously, motion sickness stuff definitely not amazing. But I think if you could get that full view, that'd be a lot easier to do because you're sort of looking at the world through this tiny window, basically. It makes it very difficult to sort of orientate yourself, and see things as they are. And that's what I struggle with. But yeah, I am enjoying it. Right, it's 6 o'clock now, and I said we were going to build the blooming thing. So I think what we'll do. So I'm streaming tomorrow. So where's the? I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Here we go. So this is the main one. How big is that? Because we need a bit of room. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we do straight rail up here. So we come round here, we do a corner, and then there's a branch here that I've gone past the blueprints again, haven't I? That takes us past. No. I've got too many things in this book. Where the heck is it? Yeah. So if that's the corner, yeah, it needs to be in this space, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I think the angle's not great. So if that's there, for example, yeah, that'd work. Oh, would it? Because we're going to overlap. Where's the corner? I mean, of course, I can always manually edit the walls and stuff, but we don't have a. I've only got a outer corner. I've not got an inner corner. I'm spending too long thinking about this. Okay, let's put the corner in down here. There's a lot of potential for satisfactory, but none. Part of me feels like the game has a lot of the late game stuff is easily obtainable in the early part of the game. Yeah, it does. It does progress very quickly. The gating is, yeah, the gating of like access to stuff is a bit simple in that it's just, because it has the hub system. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the corner, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. Because it has the hub system, and all they make you do is just produce, well, as you probably both know, just like produce millions of, not millions, but loads of the same item. Like that, there we go. And so it almost just becomes a grind. And obviously the intention is, there we go. The intention is to, get you to build a bigger factory that's more productive and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's very quick, to get things. The thing I think, the thing I think that I need to see before deciding it's, no, it needs to be a bit further up, doesn't it? Before it's in the leagues of Factorio, is what they're going to do with the story side of it, because there are definitely like hints and stuff that, there's probably quite a complex story, not complex, but interesting story. And there's also, there's like not artifacts. Yeah, do they call them artifacts? I can't remember what they call them, but the things you can pick up that just say "work in progress" on them. They need to put all of that stuff in, really. Because I say, the thing Factorio does absolutely, completely lack is any kind of story. And as I say, I think all of us who play it, I don't think we're bothered about that at all. But as I say, if you sort of say that, and this is what they set out to do, so it's not, it's not a bad thing as such, but Satisfactory is just 3D Factorio. It therefore needs something extra, something different, something to make it. I've gone too far up there, haven't I? Make it worthwhile in a sense. Yeah, we don't need that one. I think they've got an opportunity to do that with having an interesting story. Why are you blasting all of this stuff into space? If that's got a nice answer or an interesting answer to it. Now, I don't want to lay that down yet, because when the train turns up, these will just blast everything into oblivion. So we need to take them out of the way. Where is going to be a good place to put them? I say what I'll do, we'll plop this in, and we'll let the artillery trains clear some stuff out, and then I'll end the stream there, I think. Because it'll be about 15 or 20 minutes or so. So if I take the spiders, what area? It's going to clear out that sort of area, isn't it? So we could put the spiders down the bottom, like this, maybe. So when these come, attackers, as it were. There's a load of Spidertrons there. I do need to put these slightly, because they've all got. Oh, got the wrong 8. They've all got roboports, and I don't want them spamming out construction bots. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cool. And then 6 and 7. Yeah, okay. So we'll plop this down. What should happen is it should trigger the train. We obviously need to build it first. Which is a point I need you to come up here, don't I? Oh, he's not got. In fact, I'll just grab them out of it. Okay. Managed to get steel in satisfactory, but stopped before aluminium pressing because of the constant waiting for steel to be made. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's their their way of. We've not got any walls, have we? Is walls on you? Because this track is disconnected, so hopefully the train won't come yet. Have you got walls? Yeah, you've got walls. So let's grab them. I've got a million bits of wood, so get rid of that. Yeah, so I think they're intending for you to build a bigger factory, sort of thing. That's their mechanism for trying to push you to do it. But the problem the problem with that is it's an awful lot of effort to do that. Does that make sense? So, building an entire factory is quite time consuming. It's not. I say it's not like not like Factorio at all. In that, Factorio you can just. Right, that should trigger the train. We don't have any power. Why don't we have any power? That is very bad. Why don't we have any power? What? Da da da. Da da da. Oh, crikey. So this isn't connected. Nuts. Are there... I don't think this has power pods in it. Oh, bugger. Has it triggered the train? Yeah, one of them's coming. Oh dear. Okay. So we need to race over. It's quite a long way to race. I could just stop the train if I see it, couldn't I? In fact, let's see if we can... Oh. Oh! There are no trains with this stop. Ah. Where? In which case, why is one of these trains set off? Arty firing station? Have I mistyped it or something? Arty firing station. Does the capitalisation count? Oh, it does, look. Huh. I guess that makes sense that it would, but I never realised that. Where's the other... Oh, the other one's obviously gone over here, is it? Maybe? I appear to have lost an artillery train. Okay. Right, let's nip over. What I'm actually going to do... No, let's nip over and put those power poles in. I think you need another levels on an artillery outpost. I almost got overrun last night with full Evo and 2 walls. Okay. I mean, this isn't the actual... This is temperate, so basically what happens is after doing that one, I then pull all of this up again, and then I build all of this around it. And this has got 3 walls on it, so the ultimate one has, but I'm sort of hoping that... I mean, you're probably right, actually. We'll give it a go, though. We'll see where we get to. So it makes sense that the capitalisation matters, but I say it never occurred to me. Let's just do that. Did I put a radar? I think I put a radar on this. So we'll be able to see when it kicks in, basically. This is why people use blueprints between games, isn't it? That you iron out all the kinks in your design, as it were. Well, I think most people stick with the same map continuously, don't they? I think I'm a bit of a rarity that I keep restarting the game. Well, not. I mean, newer players tend to, don't they? They keep restarting, thinking they're gonna, oh, I'll design a, perfectly, perfectly, non-spaghetti base. Right. So, I'm not actually sure which the error is there. I guess it's that this needs capitals rather than... So if that's firing station with capitals, what's this? Oh, that's lowercase. Okay. So what I could do is just change the name of this, couldn't I? I think I prefer having capitals. Although it's not my general naming scheme. Okay. Okay. Right. Let us switch this to lowercase. In fact, we'll just do that. That should then... Let's just... Why would that be only... Oh, right, that's nearly finished. Okay. I say I need more sensible logic for turning the stations on and stuff, but... Right. Let's see if we can make it back. I doubt we can. In fact, let's avoid getting into any dust-ups. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Forgot the shift key. Right, there we go. So, we're racing against the artillery train. Is this it here? No, that's the normal. Here it is. Oh, hang on. Why is that suddenly launched into doing things? Okay. That's interesting. Watching artillery bombardment is so yeah, it's good. It's good. I love when it does it. It's good. But then the bit afterwards is the bit I always worry about, where they take their revenge. Here it comes. So the Moobot thing is a bot I set up on the channel just to try and, well, to have some moderation going on if I forget to look at the chat or whatever. And it was set up to do timed comments, but it's never worked. And now suddenly it is working. I don't know. Right, so we're nearly here. So let's go and... Right. There's more shells going out. Clearing that. So I'm going to leap out. Stick some legs in. See if I can't get inside. Oh. Here they come, you see. this, I mean, it doesn't have any robo ports on it or anything like that. So the idea is that I mean, my original plan was the spiders would be here as well. But it turned out I think you're right, basically. What I think I need to do is have the wall a bit further out, don't I? And as you say, 3 layers thick. I think the lasers are enough to deal kind of with what's coming in. What was that got blew up? You know, in principle. This is good, having the trees to slow them down. I could put some dragon's teeth around it as well. Why? Have I run out of... It's because it blew up. They all got blown up, didn't they? Nuts. Why don't we make some... Oh, something important has got blown up. Oh? Oh, we haven't got any. Ah! Oh! Whoops. Huh. Yeah, so this needs work. Just now, I found it easy to carry 2 power suits, one for building, one for fighting, and it saves inventory space. Yeah, I mean, it's just a personal preference, that one. Yeah, I'm fully equipped and just swap them. Yeah, so, I mean, it's... I think, when was the last save? So it was here. Okay. Let's load that one up. Yeah, so I never really, I prefer just to have the one suit and do it like that. So what we want to do, really, is instead of doing that, have you go back home, basically. And I'll disconnect the track once it's gone, basically. Because we need to rework this, I think. No one saw you die, it's a secret to the rest of the world. Yeah. I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind dying. Basically, it's just, it's just easier. Basically, right. So that's done that. So if we just put a little break in the line here, then it'll stop any other trains coming. Hopefully. Reload. Yes, they're all going back home. So that should have broken their connection to... Oh, well, obviously they can go there. But they shouldn't be able to get to here. Right. So yeah, so next time, tomorrow, first thing we'll do is definitely bolster up. Because so what my original plan with that, I should have thought about that. I kind of knew I didn't know, but if I'd have thought about it, it needed reworking more. But my original plan was I was going to have a load of Spidertron. I had the Spidertrons stood over the top of this, you know, in a line basically, and they would then be able to lend their rockets to the firepower. And of course, they've also got repair packs on board and all that sort of stuff. But what happened last time? No, it wasn't last time. Last Saturday. I had them all stood up here, and then they started firing out rockets, and of course explosive rockets have splash damage, as do normal rockets, I think, but the splash damage then destroyed my own turrets and walls and the wires and the power things and everything. And so then we got overlocked. Well, no, I didn't happen to die that time. I think I was just stood in acid, was I? Maybe. But yeah, you know, the Spidertrons destroyed the whole system. So what we need to do here, basically, I think, is take the walls further out. What I could do is, you know, take it all the way out, you know, almost at the range of the. So we could be right the way out here. What's that? Like that. I could maybe even double up some of the power stuff, because this was the point of failure for the power, I think. So I could also have, you know, some more power lines just temporarily. Okay, but yeah, that's for next time. I had the same problem, switched to regular rockets. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I went with the. I think it's just because they're cooler, you know, and it's like they do the whole thing. I can't get them to do it, can I? But you know, when you blast a tree or you blast a biter in the trees, it clears out a patch, and it's like I quite like it. But they're good for when you're a big conglomeration because it hits everything in a range. But yeah, I think it might be a case of switching to normal rockets and having the spiders there as well. I'll have to think about that. But yeah, so next time we'll pick up exactly where we are. We'll rework this design. So we're not quite finished with Outpost reworking. Blimey. But then we'll get on to the other stuff we need to do, which is all of these things here. What's number 4? Yeah, so we need to get rid of all of these extra furnaces and more structures, do the whole green and blue circuit builds and all that sort of stuff. So we'll pick that up next time. Yeah, so that's it for today, I think. I'm going to stream probably slightly earlier tomorrow because my plan is, again, to watch the E3 presentations, and some of them start quite early. So I want to be finished by 6, but I also still want to do 4 hours, I think. So try and start at 2 o'clock UK time. This is obviously try and start at 2 o'clock tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. So all I guess there is left is the old self promo stuff. So basically, I'm Trismegistus. Anyone watching who doesn't know, you can find me here on Twitch at Trismegistus. Thanks for the stream. Have a great day, and you too. I hope you have a good day. And obviously, you know, if you want to come back and chat away again, that's very much appreciated. Let's run through it. So basically, I stream Satisfactory on Fridays at 3 o'clock, just for a couple of hours. It's like an after work thing, you know, just something to do that's not work for a change. But then the main series I do is this Factorio stream, which I stream on Saturdays and Sundays, starting at 3 o'clock usually, say with a slight tweak. Start with a 3 p.m. British Summer Time. There's a schedule on the Twitch thing to show when your local time. You can find me also on Twitter and on YouTube. It's at Trismegistus, but it's alias to Triggles because I think that's easier to say. And I've kind of started on Twitch as Trismegistus. I might switch to Triggles, I don't know. But yeah, that's them. I upload the VODs Fridays for Satisfactory and Tuesdays and Thursdays for Factorio. And I think that's it. Thank you all very much. Catch girlfriend, crikey. Yeah, so I say, it's a bit of a sort of community building, which is really great. And particularly, I'm relatively comfortable with backseating to a degree, basically because if I kind of don't like it, I'll just ignore you. But yeah, it's always good to have other thoughts and tips. And you're perfectly. I think you're dead right. We need more walls. We probably need the walls further out. So this needs a bit of rework. I might even. I'm not sure. I don't know about RoboPorts because I don't want to spam millions of dead bots around. I'll have a think about that. But yes, so thank thanks for joining me all, and I will see you tomorrow / next week or whenever you come back. Cheers. Eventually, I will set up the buttons. I keep saying this almost every time, but I will set up quick buttons at some point. Maybe.